there are certain cases where a functional group is repeated more than 2 times. If a functional group is repeated twice, and I'm talking about the chain terminating functional groups. What are these? These are functional groups which comes at the beginning of a carbon chain. Which are those? They are carboxylic acid, ester, acid halide, acid amide, cyanide, formaldehyde. So these are functional groups which comes at the beginning of carbon chain. If they are present, the carbon of these functional group will be numbered 1, or first number in the carbon chain will be given to these the carbon of these functional groups. All right. Now, if they are present twice, we will say, we will put a prefix, say dioic, dial, right, diamide. But what is the problem comes when we have these repeated more than twice. For example, if CHO comes 3 times, then you have to leave out any of the CHO group. Or if carboxylic group comes 3 times, as we have taken in this example, carboxylic is coming 3 times. So in such cases, what we will be doing is, we will not take any carbon of these carboxylic acids. We will leave carbon of carboxylic groups away from the main chain. So main chain does not have carbon of carboxylic groups. Carbon of carboxylic group has been left out in the main chain. We have this main chain. This is a main chain. This main chain. So we have left out carbon of carboxylic group. So up to 2 carboxylic group, we will take both the carboxylic group in the main chain. One at one end, another carboxylic at the other end. But if carboxylic group is repeated more than twice, 3 times, 4 times, then we will leave out all carboxylic groups, not included in the main chain. Similar things happens with CHO coming more than twice, CN coming more than twice, COS2 coming more than twice, COCl coming more than twice. So we will leave out these functional groups away from main chain. We will not include them in main chain. Now, when we leave these functional groups, then we have to use something special. We will not be using prefixes for them. We will be using a special suffix for them. What are these? If carboxylic is coming thrice or more, we will use carboxylic acid. For CN, carbonitrate. CHO, we have carbonaldehyde. For CONH2, carboxamide. COCl, carbonyl chloride. These are special suffixes. These are used when these functional groups are, first case, repeated more than twice, and second case, when these functional groups are attached directly to the ring. These are attached directly to the ring. For example, if we have something like this, CHO is attached like this. Now the name of this compound will be cyclopentane carbaldehyde. We will not be using al. This is cyclopentane carbaldehyde. Similarly, if we had CN, we will say cyclopentane carbonitrate. So if these functional groups are repeated more than twice, or they are attached directly to the ring, we will be using special suffixes for them. Alright. Now, here we will also be discussing what happens if you have a ring. So, ring and the open chain. If we have a ring as well as open chain, what do you have to see? Which one has more carbons, or which one has something special? For example, here main chain will be the open chain. This is the main chain. Now, if we have something like this, more main chain is ring when number of carbons are more in ring, or they are equal to the number of carbons in the open chain. So either a ring will be main chain or the open chain is main chain. Never both the chains are colliding with each other. We will always be taking either ring as main chain or open chain as main chain, whichever has main functional group. If there is no functional group, what we will see? We will see which one has more number of carbon atoms. If functional group is present, then number of carbon atoms is irrelevant. For example, this has 6 carbon atoms and we have 3 carbon atom side chain, and here you have CHO. Now main side chain will be this. This will be main chain, and this will become side chain. Cyclohexyl. When it is taken in a side chain, we will be naming them like cyclohexyl, cyclopentane, cyclopropyl, depending on number of carbons. So whichever has main functional group or whichever has double bond, triple bond is taken as main chain. Alright. So these are few things you have to remember. And if we have multiple rings, if we have multiple rings, 2 rings, 3 rings, 4 rings, then neither of the rings is taken as the main chain. We will take the open chain as main chain irrespective of number of carbon atom. For example, if you have a compound like this, now which one will you take as the main chain, this one or this one? No, neither of them will be main chain. Main chain will be this. Or if we take another example like this, now you have 6 carbon ring, 6 carbon ring, but neither of these are main chain. Main chain is this. This is main chain. Okay, alright. So you have to remember, we will not consider any of the rings as main chain when more than one ring is present. Always the open chain, whether it has 3 carbon, 4 carbon, 2 carbon, it does not matter. Whether it has 1 carbon, then also this will be the main chain. Alright. So these are few things I wanted to explain to you. So this is it. Thank you.